Fire Tribe. September 8th. International break has ended. Yeah, I got it right that time.
You got it.
International break has ended. We're back. Last week we gave you our Game Week 4 player picks. So we're not doing that today. Today's Wildcard. We're going with a live Wildcard draft. Not a really strong strategy, but the underlying strategy here is Isak is back. He's at Liverpool, and everyone's thinking to themselves, do I pick him up now or do I not? Because no one knows if he's going to start and get 90. Ekatike is there. Like, are they going to play 3 in the front? Mm-hmm. So the goal here is get a team that leaves you with 3 to 4 million. So if Isak looks to have that spot locked up, you can easily take one transfer, take a forward out, insert him in. That's the goal. So you don't have to do any double transfers, sell 2 people. Like, that's the goal. Be able to switch on Isak if we need him. Right?
Yeah.
That sounds about...
I mean,
right.
Listen, if you're going for one game week, you free hit. If you're doing a wild card, you're thinking ahead. How can you build a strong team for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks? So that's what we're going to do. Think ahead. Be ahead of the game with the Fireside boys.
Thinking ahead. All right. So no transfers today. We talked about those last week. Not much has changed in that realm at the moment. But 2 quick topics I want to talk about before we get into it. Pep came out, said Cherokee probably out for close to 2 months. That's unfortunate. I'll be honest, he wasn't living up to the hype that I think we thought he would so far. It's only 3 games. Yeah. But question is, what does that mean for Man City midfielders? Because that is now Cherokee out, Savinho out, Kovacic out. I mean, Marmouche is there. He hasn't been getting full minutes. Foden, not full minutes. All of them, outside of Reinders, have not been getting full minutes. What do you guys think? Who's like, is there a target now that you want, knowing Cherokee's not getting minutes?
No, Holland, but I don't.
In the midfield.
It's still the same. It's still the same problem.
Foden's always super interesting. Last year was completely disappointing, so I don't think you can really trust him until he, starts playing and see if he produces something. But he would be the only one that in a couple game weeks I might be like, oh, that'd be a fun guy to include in my team. But right now, no one. There's no outside of Holland. Yeah,
I mean, I'd be interested in him, Marmouche, if it's clear, like you just said, that they're going to get consistent minutes. But
we just don't know.
It's still the same problem.
I feel like Reinders is still the guy because he's 5.5 million and he can.
Yeah. I'm with you. I wouldn't. I would tell people not to overthink it. Don't try and be sneaky because it's still not a slam dunk anyone. But again, Reinders, who is cheap, but even he has not been, performing at the level we hope he would. He might still. I still have faith in him. But no, I'm with you guys. I don't think I'm ready to go on to any of those other midfielders just because Cherokee's out. The other piece of news, we all know Sarr did get injured for Crystal Palace. He did not play in the international break. I believe Senegal is his country of origin. Yeah,
correct.
Senegal. I can't find any concrete articles explaining the injury. All I've seen is it is a hamstring, potentially torn, but I can't confirm or deny that. We already discussed the offense last week of Crystal Palace. I was already worried because they are bottom of the barrel when it comes to possession. Now Sarr's out. We know Eze's gone. First question, any replacements you guys are interested in on that team? I know Kamada is probably the guy that takes the place, but do you want any of those midfielders for Crystal Palace?
No.
No.
The only guy I would want would be if Jeremy Pino, who they bought in the summer transfer window, gets a regular starting place, but he's only played 15 minutes for them. So, no, I don't want anyone else other than Mateta.
Second question, we talked about it last week. With this injury, are you now worried about the defenders? Last week, no one was worried because the possession was low. It's probably going to get lower. Does that concern you for Richards, Lacroix, or Gay?
No.
Not
at
against
all. Nothing changes.
Not against Sunderland and West Ham.
The
it
next
doesn't.
2 games are fantastic. Yes, of course.
Yeah, no change for them.
Okay. All right. Well, that.
But yeah, just enough. on the injury part, I think the most concrete thing I've seen is people are estimating he's going to miss a month.
Okay, so that's a lot less than articles. Take them with a grain of salt.
It's 4 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but after these 2 good games, their next 4 after that aren't great.
No.
So then their fixtures kind of turn good again in game week 10. So maybe this is a good time for him to heal up. Then you can revisit it in a month and a half.
Okay.
I don't know. I'd prefer him not to be hurt, obviously, given the
Well,
matchups.
yes.
But
Yes, the midfield right now is kind of bare in terms of solid players that you really want, so that one hurts. All right, that was the only news I had. Any comments before we hop into the wild card? Comments?
nothing from me.
No,
I'm ready.
Just one question.
I'm ready to get after it.
For Newcastle, who do we think is going to be the potential starter between Wisa and
I put something
however you
out on
say that guy's
Instagram
name.
on this one. Wisa and Walton Maid, I believe it is. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Apologies. But I have no idea because from what I read, they play very similar positions. Like, they're both forward, but they play in the same part of the field for the most part. So to see them both on the field at the same time is probably not going to happen unless they're trying to win a game, if they're chasing a game. I mean, I could be wrong, but again, what I read is they play very similarly in the same spot. So I mean, I would think Wisa's the guy, right? He's already been in the EPL. He knows how it goes. I would think he would get the start over Waltermaid, but Waltermaid's also pretty good. So.
My thing is, any Newcastle fan, jump in here and comment, subscribe first though.
Let us know. Yes.
I feel like the players they have, especially with Gordon coming back,
he's out till the 28th, I think.
Yeah, he's gonna miss. He's gonna miss at
two
least
more games, right?
At least one more game.
Yeah,
but
with him being back
till the 28th.
28th. So yeah. Because of international break, he's only served the game, one game suspension.
2,000 years
they're not
later.
2 years
that
later.
one was for Gordon.
I mean,
He'll be back.
I kind of derailed too, but
He'll be back.
are they a team that's built for a 4-4-2 where you could fit Wisa and
I mean, probably. Their midfield is strong across the board. Their defense is pretty solid too.
No, but I'm saying like Gordon, Alonga, Murphy, all those guys I feel like are more in that 4-3-3 than a 4-4-2. So that's the reason I'm like, how could you fit both of them in without playing a 4-4-2 unless you drop Wisa to more of like that false 9? But again, I don't know.
Eddie Howe's got some work on his hands here.
It's a tough one.
I would let other people try and risk it for this Wolves matchup because after that it's Bournemouth, Arsenal, Forest. So same opinion as who are we just talking about? Palace, like
Sorry,
or Liverpool, excuse me. Like let it play out first before you buy one of them. I mean, I wouldn't take the risk just for one good matchup.
That was more of a general question, just with both of them coming into the team after the break.
It is nice to get some more forward options considering Isak and Wisa have been out the whole season so far. Yeah. So it's nice to get two guys back in the rotation that we can maybe put in our teams. Okay. All right.
Is it time?
Is it
wild card time?
Let's make one call out here. Obviously, we're going to do a wild card draft, but Game week 4, everyone already knows it's an interesting week to do a free hit.
It's a good game week for it. There's
you
a really
do
nice.
A little,
Give some of those. Sorry to interrupt you, Dave. Give some of the teams with good matchups this week because you're right. There are a lot of teams with good matchups this week.
Yeah. So.
Or do you have it? Sorry.
I'll just start with a few and Dave add in. But obviously Bournemouth at home against Brighton is a great opportunity. Semenyo, Evanilson, even Sensei or Trafford in the back. You have Palace versus Sunderland. Really any defender if possible, Munoz. And then I don't mind Mateta up top for them for this game, obviously.
Same.
Fulham versus Leeds at home. I would go with any defender. And then if you need a cheap midfielder, maybe King to fit players in. And then obviously Liverpool versus Burnley. It is away, but the only thing with Liverpool is I do think Ekitike and Gakpo are going to start. They probably will get subbed off at some point, I would imagine.
Gakpo has played 90 all 3 games, but I hear you.
But I think they still have a good start in them, so I would target those 2 guys. But yeah, those are kind of the 4 matchups I really liked. I know there's a few other, maybe Dave.
You could do a Newcastle against Wolves at home, so they've been good defensively, or you could use Nick Pope as well. Spurs have West Ham too. So those are two more teams with good options. There was one more team I was looking at, Chelsea Brentford. Yeah. So obviously there's a million options on Chelsea right now. Yeah. So those are probably the other ones.
The good news is, this wild card is going to overlap a little bit with a free hit because we are going to pick players for this matchup. So a lot of guys we pick, you're going to see it's probably going to be similar to what we would do if we free hit. But yeah, I think let's get into it. So let me put us in the bottom.
Ooh.
All right, we should be good. I'm gonna check just to make sure, though. I don't want to mess anything up. We're a work in progress here, everybody. Don't
Hey,
Don't worry.
be patient with Sean.
Yeah, no, we got it. There we go. We got it. I'm just making sure. I don't want to record an entire show when people are like, yeah, guys, we didn't see a freaking thing. So we're good, though. We're set. We're good. As we always do, let's just start in the back and let's move ourselves forward. I'll throw out a name. I'll start us off here. I'm going to throw a name out. I think he's the best option there is right now. He is $5 million, but I think Vicario for Tottenham, they have the best schedule over the course of the next like 5-ish weeks. So to me, it's a no-brainer. We've talked about how much we love that defense. They've given up 1 goal this season, by the way, in 3 games. So
That's good.
it is a good defense. I think he's the top option. So I really like him, and then I also like Petrovic. But let's start with Vicario. What do you guys think?
It's good for me. He's like you said, easily has the best matchups over the next 6 weeks, including this week. So yeah, I've got no issue with that.
What do you think, Phil?
No, I think he is perfect, and then I think Dubravka is still a good guy to round up the goalies with. They have good matchups that overlap, so it's not like it's the perfect rotation. But if you think about Vicario for a long while later on, they do get like West Ham when Tottenham plays. I believe it's Arsenal.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I personally don't like Dubravka, but
You're not going to use him, though.
that's why I'm okay with it, because with
Take him.
Vicario's schedule, I don't see a need to even put someone else in. So why spend an extra
Only-
0.5 right now?
The only one you would need is maybe game week 8 against Villa,
But we're
and-
talking 4 weeks from now.
and Dubravka plays Leeds at home that week. So
Yeah. So I'm with you, Phil. I love it. For that reason alone, that 1 week, I'm good with Dubravka. For sure.
yeah. There's just rotation potential compared to some other options and $4 million, so why not?
Yeah, and you, like you said, now we're back to as if we spent 4.5 on both.
Yep.
So
Yep. That's where you want to be.
Yep. So I'm totally in on that. And remember, we already mentioned it, but like we're trying to save money because we want to have that opportunity to get Isak if the opportunity arises. Now, on the defense, and frankly, this is a year where you can, I mean, there's probably 7, 8, 4.5, now some of them are 4.6, but 4.5 defenders that you can build out a defense very cheap, and it's not very hard. It's not very hard.
So do we want to start with, since we do need to conserve a little cash, do we want to start with like our 2 favorite cheap options?
I mean, yeah, I'm sure. I'm a fan of either, and we can do both, but at least one of the 4.5 Tottenham defenders. We just talked about how much we want Vicario, so I think it's a no-brainer to get Van de Ven and or Spence, or both if we want. One of the two, though, I think you have to have. That's not just us, that's everyone. Like,
Yeah.
you should have, if you want Porro or Romero, if you want to spend more, go for it. We want to spend 4.5, so I think one of those two needs to be in the roster, if not both. So that's where I'm at.
Any preference? Because I don't really have a preference.
I've gone for Van de Ven all year, so
I like Spence for the less ownership, but that's just personal preference, honestly. Van de Ven's probably the better player, but Spence has just owned so much less than him.
There's not really any difference in DEFCON because neither of them have gotten it.
I don't really think either of them are going to score, if I'm honest.
Let's do Spence. I'm fine with that.
Someone else go, because I threw my option.
We've all talked about him last week, but Elliot Anderson from Fulham, because they get Leeds at home.
Joakim Anderson.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Joakim.
But,
Sorry, Elliot.
I'm with you on that. I'm fully with you on that.
I do.
Go ahead, Phil.
The only thing I'll say about him is thinking about a wild card. He has some tough matchups. I'm not saying no, but like thinking for the future, it's a great, he has back-to-back really good matchups. So maybe he's just the guy you sit on the bench for 3-4 weeks, and then he's back in the rotation.
But also something to remember is Fulham's defense is decent, but I think Robinson is going to be back to a full 90-minute starter after the international break. He didn't go with the USA team. I think 2 rests. With him on the field, I do think they are better than they would be right now. So I don't know if that eases your mind at all with the defensive efforts, but I think with him, they're much better than without him. But that's just an extra piece.
That's fair. I mean, it's Bournemouth, Arsenal, Newcastle. Newcastle, I mean, 50-50, so it's really Bournemouth away and then Arsenal at home, which, I mean...
You could always just not play him
Yeah.
weeks.
We're gonna have 5 guys that are playable.
Yeah, I don't think we're
'Cause
playing
then
5
they
at the back.
Then they get Wolves, Everton, and Sunderland. So that's you probably want him for those 3 games. So and you have Leeds and Brentford at home back to back. So I'm okay with it. I think that's a fine addition to our
Okay,
wild
so-
card.
Anderson with an E. Oops, I spelled it wrong. Anderson, he's in there. And by the way, everyone out there watching, be aware, we're building this off of my blank team. You may notice Palmer's under there with the big red. So we're using my team, but the point is, if we put someone in here that I already had, the money's going to look like the original price of that player. So whereas a player may be 0.1 more, for you, it might be a different price for me. Just be aware, the money may be off by a couple points here and there
Hey,
at
we'll
the end.
do
but
the calculation at the
Yeah.
end, and if we're not at exactly right, we'll throw out.
It should
some
be okay though.
adjustments.
We're planning on being in the 3.5 or up
Yeah.
money left,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you should be okay. Okay, let's keep going. We have Spence, we have Anderson.
I
Go ahead,
think
Phil.
anyone from Bournemouth.
I think Senese is probably the top
I
option.
keep calling him Sensei. I do just want to say Adrian Truffert. He hasn't gotten those involvements that I thought he would as a wing back, but I do think he's going to be a good option offensively with potential assists. So you can go with him too, but I think Senesi the Sensi is the number 1 choice right
He's
now.
gotten DEF CON every week.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
insane.
he's looking very good. So let's lock him in. I like that call out too, though, for Trafford.
Truffert?
So do we want a Palace defender?
Yes.
Yes, and we want my guy because he's my guy.
Okay.
I mean,
See, that's
Gay?
the interesting one right
there's
there.
one of 2 people that you're taking. They're the exact same price. You're never going to pick Chris Richards over Mark Gahey, correct?
No,
I was going to suggest Munoz,
That's who
For
I was going to
5.5
suggest.
million, we have
but
to
have it be our one person we spend up on at the back.
Can we leave that place
Unbelievable.
open for the end?
Let's
We'll
leave it
leave it
open for
open.
the
Leave
end.
it
That's a
open.
good idea.
I couldn't disagree anymore if I wanted to.
That's good.
What's your
Unbelievable.
why are you disagreeing? Just curious.
He was the player of the week last week at 4.6 million.
Scored a screamer by accident.
score.
It's fine.
Scored a screamer. We want a defender from Crystal Palace. Whatever.
No,
He's
we're
my
not
guy.
saying no.
He's my
We're
We're
guy.
not
saying
saying
no.
no. Just
Not-
wait.
You're also not saying
We're also
yes.
definitely not saying yes just yet.
So,
All right, so let's pick the last one.
okay.
Do we want someone a little more expensive, or are we looking in the 4.5 range?
Well, we need to do
'Cause we
4.5
have to do
because
4.5.
if you guys are thinking about expensive at the end, I think 4.5 needs to be the option. So, I mean, I'm saying Van de Ven's still there. I know that's doubling up on Tottenham in the
Triple
back.
if we have Vicario.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, listen, we're not getting maybe I'm wrong here, but I don't expect us to get a Tottenham midfielder because we have no idea who's going to get any points right now for them. Brandon Johnson doesn't play 90, and Kudu's assist numbers are horrible, and he has 0 expected goals so
I've
far.
got no issue with having 3 Spurs defensive assets given their schedule.
And
I've got no issue with that.
Leading into the forward conversation, premature, but do you want Richarlison knowing now that Koulibaly is on the team? Because now the minutes, I don't know anymore. I think Solanke's probably really hurt. So now they again
Yeah.
have 2 guys, and I don't.
It's another situation you need to see play
They're going to
out.
be in the Champions League.
Xavi Simons too, because
Yeah.
I'm interested in him, but again, not ready to pull the trigger on it.
If you're not a Spurs fan, you probably forget they are in the Champions League, despite that season last year.
I didn't
So
forget.
They are going to have to play a bunch. Yeah, they're playing a bunch of
didn't
minutes. I know you didn't. So just a thought.
Let's
Just a thought.
let's do it.
Just
I
turn
mean,
out one thing. Newcastle doesn't have a bad run there. So someone like Burn.
Livermento, yeah.
Livermento's 5.1 now, I think.
Mm.
But Burn is, they're 5, so it's not a 4.5. So
Feel the
understand.
burn.
I honestly would think I would still prefer Van de Ven.
Let's toss him in for now, and we'll come back to it. This is where it's going to get interesting. Because frankly, the midfielders right now are not great. Palmer is currently out. Saka is currently out. Salah is very expensive for someone that we've all said before the season we weren't super interested in.
We're not
for
going
a lot of
Salah.
different. There's a lot of different reasons behind that.
Despite their 2 good matchups, we're not going for Mo Salah.
He can go to hell.
I'm not advocating for it. I'm just asking the question.
Nope.
The only reason I'm not interested, and we said it before the season, and now they've added Isak. That team has so many ball dominant players. Is he going to get the goals? Hasn't happened so far. He had one goal in week 1 that happened at the end of the game. Like, without that goal, he's frankly really bad right now. He got his bag. And
Yeah.
once older guys get their last big contract, they tend to fall off. His average over his last 5 years is 285 points, not 340 points. So he's coming back down to earth. I'm not interested.
Yeah, so no Salah.
No
Not
Salah.
interested.
Listen,
All right.
if you were free hitting, maybe, yeah, obviously.
That's totally different. But okay, here's a question, Dave. If we're gonna build this team, there's only 2 players in that price range. You can only have one of them. So would you rather Haaland or rather Salah?
Holland.
Okay, so there's the
Because
answer.
we're going Holland, Isak, baby. Spoiler alert! You
Well,
can stop watching the
Eventually.
video
Eventually. Well, we're not gonna use
All
that
right.
today. But okay, so someone start us off in the midfield with someone they really like.
Semenyo.
now. Semenyo for sure.
I can't disagree with that.
A little bit of a
We know you want to, but you can't.
little bit of a wild card here. What are the thoughts on Mbumo?
I was gonna bring that up because there's 2 options, right? Obviously Bruno and Mbumo. My concern, Mbumo probably gets more work now that Cunha's out, but the offense is probably worse now, which means Mbumo is gonna have less chances, whereas Bruno's gonna have less chances, but he is still on PKs.
I think that's a generalization.
I mean, they have like the second most shots,
They are
and
first.
like the bottom of the table in shots on target.
I wouldn't be super concerned about Mbumo. I mean, the matchups are probably the most concerning part. But City are gettable. The Chelsea game's at home. But, like, I don't think it matters as much for someone like him. Like, if Chelsea scored United, you lose a point. But I'm more interested because, like, they're going to move Bruno. I would hope they put Bruno in the front 3 now instead of in the middle 2. And I think that's his best position. And I think that helps them. Anyway,
I'm not saying no to Mbumo, by the way. I just think
I
the
kinda like
conversation is between Bruno and Mbumo. Which one do you want more? That's more the conversation because I don't think we want both.
I don't think we can do both either. But
So I
was
think now
agreed.
that's the conversation. I like the choice. It's just we have to get Bruno up for that.
and that's the thing. I think Bruno, I have a soft spot for him in FPL, not in real life. But Mbumo saves us the money with trying to bring in
We
Isak.
may not need the money yet.
Start Bruno.
I did test this,
Said Bruno. Let's do Bruno.
and then we can go down to Mbumo if we need
and
to.
I tested this previously, and there's with the 4.5s in the back, I don't think money's going to be an issue.
Okay.
So we'll go.
Let's stay with the Mr. Rat himself, Bruno Fernandes.
The penalties was the tiebreaker
I mean,
for me there.
Well, that's
yeah,
my point is,
dude.
even if the offense is bad,
And Bruno has a chance at getting some DEFCON too.
All right, so Bruno's in
Get it in the
there.
first half.
Bruno's in
Last
there.
game. That's crazy.
I think, are we all still in on Reinders? Is it still someone we want at 5.5 or 6 million, whatever he is? Is it still someone we want? Are we still believing?
I believe in
5.5
him. I don't believe in City. That's the problem.
For the next 5 are good matchups for them.
I mean, he still is. I don't like when I look at his I never expect him to score goals, but when I look at his expected assist, it's okay. It's not great. I would hope it would be better, but I just think at that price, you're getting a 90-minute starter at the price, which is you're not going to find another player at that price that's going to give you 90 minutes on a good roster.
I'm fine with it. For the next 5 matchups are good.
What do you think, Phil? He's your guy.
He's my guy. Again, I believe
Giving up in
him,
game
though.
week 3.
I know. Again, the biggest thing was always his price point, and there's just no one comparable at that 5.6 that I feel more confident in getting something.
I think he deserves at least another week or 2, just because of your point, that price. I think that nets him another week or 2 in my book. But you know, if we're 2 weeks from now and he still hasn't produced anything else, like I'm probably. But again, there's just not a lot of good midfielders right now to choose.
I'm
from.
fine with locking him in.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good because I did. So he's locked.
I have another one that you're gonna hate, Sean.
Birds?
Don't say Eze.
No,
Okay.
not yet. Well, their schedule's
Just
trash.
making sure.
I was gonna say Morgan Rogers.
Oh my god, guys!
I get it.
All I gotta
I know what
say
you're gonna
is
say.
They have
know what you're gonna
0
say.
goals.
Well,
they
they're not
don't
gonna
have a
They
goal.
eventually have
They're
to
not
score
going to have 0
technically.
goals forever,
Well,
Sean.
okay, well, when is that going to happen?
This week.
0 goals they have, guys. You want to put a guy on a team with 0 goals in our roster on a wild card?
They have a great schedule.
They've had a great schedule. That's why I wanted Consta, because their schedule was so good.
Well,
To start.
it continues to be good.
I mean, we'll do a vote on it. I'm no. Let's do a democracy here.
Obviously, I'm yes.
Phil, what are your thoughts?
I can't go either way right now. I think we need to go through a few other players first.
That's fine.
The confidence is oozing from
That's
that
fine.
statement.
I have another one.
Okay.
You'll probably also hate.
Oh, I, can't
I
hate
was
as
gonna
much as
say.
that.
I was gonna say Enzo Fernandez.
See, I hate that one. I was thinking about him too.
Brentford, United, Brighton.
It's not about the schedule. It's about, I don't know. I feel like we've expected him to do this for a long time. Like, he has the talent. Now that he's doing it, I almost feel like it's not real, which is bad by me, because like I always expected. We said last year, like, Enzo, he's a good player. He could do it. Now he's doing it, and I'm like, nah, probably not. So I don't know. I'm torn on him as well. Like, I am absolutely torn on him. What are his expected numbers look like? I'm showing the
He's
screen.
at
so I can't print it
1.8
off.
expected
good.
goals so far.
That's pretty good.
0.4 expected assists.
I think he continues to be good with Palmer out. Is kind of his sticking point. Is like, with Palmer out, he's better. How long is Palmer going to be out for, though? Once Palmer's back, I think he takes a back seat again.
Yeah, I think you're gonna get at least. I think you're gonna get a couple more games without Cole Palmer. That's just my opinion. But again, feel free to toss out someone you like better.
There's just not. I
I
mean,
mean,
there's one guy I like better that I think
Well,
should definitely
who
get
is it?
So
Who?
I think Cody Gakpo still needs to be a get until they show me that he's not going to play 90 minutes every game. He's on that left side. We've all seen him. He's looking really threatening. He's on Liverpool, and he's still only like 7 points.
I don't disagree with you.
I just think until
Their schedule is amazing.
Until Phil's point, like, until they show us that he's not going to keep getting 90, like, how can we not? He's the best player on that
That's
team
fair.
right now in terms of
Yeah.
FPL.
dude, throw him in.
Lock him in.
And then after that, like, I'm open for anyone and everyone, because I see no one else in this list that I'm like, yeah, I want that
I
guy.
mean,
Phil, anybody on your brain?
at a more expensive price, I honestly do think Verts is going to turn it around. Just saying. And
This
they
is
have
this
a
is the
good
piss. This
schedule.
is the piss off Sean podcast.
But no. Well, yeah, that's always a good thing. But I don't think we go Verts if we have Gakpo.
Yeah,
But I do
agree.
think
Tell that to our friend Kevin.
he's looking pretty good, and the contributions are going to come. But for the sake of it, he probably has to prove it before he makes it to a wild card.
Next. I think,
Sean says no.
let's talk. No, I'm not saying no. I mean, I'll vote no, but if you guys.
I'm
vote
also
yes.
going to vote no because we're
Okay.
taking Gakpo, and I don't
So
want to.
let's. I
Yeah,
don't-
that's the thing. If we go Gakpo, there's no chance.
I'm pretty sure we don't want this guy, but let's just talk about him, because a lot of people are getting him right now. Grealish. I know I don't think we want him, because we talked about it last week. It's just to give a quick synopsis of that. He Everton has 8 shots on net. They have 5 goals. It's like a 63% goal ratio. Only them and Sunderland have that, and it's outrageous. If you look at last season, City, Liverpool, Arsenal finished around 35 to 40%, and then everyone under them was around 25 to 30%. So, like, on average, teams will finish in the 30% range. So it's unsustainable what's happening. And I think a lot of people are picking Grealish up, and they're going to get a bad 2 weeks here. So that's just my thought. But what do you guys think?
If it wasn't for the schedule, I would be in on a number
He
of
looks
Everton
good
assets.
for the record. Like, he's going to be good over the course of a season. I just think he's about to not get 2 assists every game.
Yeah, but then you get Dewsbury or Ndiaye.
Same issue.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying if their schedule were good.
Oh yeah, I
Call
would take
still
any
go-
of them.
Despite an own goal last week, Collins out there for cheap. He's been decent for Burnley so far.
Their schedule's horrendous.
It is horrendous.
So
it was
no.
more of a money saving
I
option
mean,
at 5 million.
what about
with a guy
Paquetá?
that does play? Yeah, Paquetá is interesting. 5.9.
On PK, it's really
How about-
on PKs and set pieces.
I'm actually gonna lock in Haaland real quick.
Yeah.
because we're all in on that. I know.
Yeah, go ahead and do
There's not a
that.
lot of conversation to have there. He's top forward, top 3 forward at least we're locking him in.
I would
we,
argue
we don't
Joe-
care how City looks.
I'd
But
argue Joe Pedro too, right?
I think that was also going to be one that I was going to say. Maybe we probably all agree, even though he's 60+% owned. Like, how can he's proving that he's probably worth it? We're going to be left behind if we don't have him. What do you think, Dave, on Joe Pedro?
I've got no issue with that.
I think it's just one of those ones where we're not being cute with it. Like, he is just that good right now. So
Create a conundrum here in a second.
Gyökeres?
No.
No.
Not yet.
not your crush.
Not yet.
Same.
Although I don't hate it. But
No,
not yet.
I mean he's not good
Not
for
yet.
right
We
now.
have we have 21 million. We still need 3 players,
Okay.
and we need to have about 4 million
Yeah.
left in the
So
bank.
let's shoot for like 17, 18-ish.
All right. So
So
What's
do
your
we want to
conundrum?
decide on the last forward or the last midfielder first?
we can do forward. There's just not that many of them. I mean, I have an opinion, but go ahead. It sounds like you have someone that you really like.
Ollie Watkins
Oh my gosh.
or Evanilson?
That's who I like. But like again, we can vote on it. 'Cause I know
Someone-
Phil likes Ollie Watkins too. So
I
we can,
know. You guys
can make
convince
that
each
vote.
other. I have Ollie Watkins on my team.
You
So-
guys can
I
beat each
just
other.
again, Rodgers and Ollie Watkins are good. The team should be good. They have 0 goals. Like, I just find it hard to put him on my wild card team
I get it.
with 0 goals.
Trust
like,
the talent.
that
So-
hurts.
Trust the
the-
talent.
Is he
the only
playing 90
thing-
minutes every game? I don't think he is. Is he?
Yeah, they probably subbed him out because they were getting crapped on in their last game. But yeah, he plays. They got no one else to play up there, dude.
And we'll say right
Yeah,
now.
90 minutes every game.
Yeah, no, his expected contributions aren't bad. He just hasn't put it in.
I get it. It doesn't feel good.
Feels awful. What's his ownership?
17.
Damn, that's pretty high.
Effing A.
Look, I think Evanilson is a good option.
Here's what I'll
as
say
well.
to you. Here's what I'll say. If you want Rodgers,
Yeah.
or if you want Ollie Watkins in this team, you're not getting Munoz. Just know that, because you can't put both of those in the same team. It's too expensive. So there's your.
My vote would become Evanilson, Morgan Rogers then, or Evanilson, Enzo.
If we go Morgan Rogers, then I want Gay over Munoz. If we're gonna put a guy in a team with 0 goals in the season, I think it's only right that we put a 4. I mean, let's play it out. Let's play it out. So you want Morgan Rogers?
Sure. See how the money lines up, because that's going to be the determining factor based on our strategy at the start of this.
We only have 7.7 million left, and
So we can't get Munoz.
no, because you're getting a $7 million midfielder with no goals.
How much is Enzo Fernandez?
6.6. Pretty sure.
It almost feels like, and I hate to say this because I don't want him. Well, let's see if we. Let me see. So if you put Cullen in, we have 9.7 million with one defender.
And we're not going to
needed.
do Colin.
I'm just telling. I mean, listen, that leaves us with 5.2 million if we put Gahey in. So now, if you look back at Cullen, we can get. What would that be? We would need about 4 million in the bank, I believe, because we would move off Evanilson for Isak.
We need
if
three.
felt like
We need
wanted to.
3.4 million in the bank.
Yes. So we have 2 or 1.8. Am I doing that math right?
I have an idea.
I got dad brain, so
What do you have on the screen?
from what perspective?
Oh, you're putting in Cullen, which I just
I
think
have him
is
in there at the moment. I'm saying
So you're
But
saying we
if
have
you-
5 plus 1.8, so we have a 6.8 player.
if you take him out, we have 10.2 million. We have to have what'd you say 3 point what?
3.4.
We have to have 3.4 left.
6.6.
So that's what we have to work with, which Enzo is
10.2.
6.6.
You said 10.2.
10.2.
So it's we can do up to 6.8.
So Enzo gives us 3.6 million. That's an option.
That does it.
Yeah, I mean that's an option if that's what you want.
So
Tavernier.
so Mr. Cullen is 5 mil, right?
Yeah,
Tavernier at
very cheap.
5.5 is juicy.
He's very cheap. Cullen is. I mean, you have to look at. You have Anthony. You have Cullen. You have what? Tavernier, like Phil said. Caicedo.
Disagree, Phil.
I think this team's
I'm-
actually really
I'm
good.
kidding, viewers. Like and subscribe for this.
Imagine if 2 weeks
No,
when
I know.
Isak's doing well, you replace Evanilson for Isak.
That
Your
feels
friends
good.
Halan, João Pedro, and Isak.
That
That's
feels good.
pretty dangerous. And your
Look,
4.5 defense.
look,
That's a strong defense.
if you want to put Cullen in there, just put Dewsbury Hall in there instead.
I'm fine with Enzo.
No, I'm saying take out Cullen and put in Dewsbury Hall.
Well, I took out Cullen and put in Enzo.
Oh, never mind then.
And I'm saying
I got you now.
Oh,
with
man.
Enzo in there, we have 3.6 left. So the idea would be if Isak is starting and he's getting the minutes we hope he gets, move off Evanilson and insert Isak into the team. Straight swap, one transfer.
So
That top three of Isak, João Pedro, and Holland is insane.
Yes.
Enzo plus Gahey is how much money exactly?
11.1.
11.2.
11.1.
It's 11.2.
Well,
on yours, yeah,
because
yeah.
my
Yeah.
Gahey is 4.5. He's probably 4.6 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 11.2.
Yeah, the only other thing I'll throw out there, let me do this
Yes.
real quick just to make sure, is like, Sean's going to hate me. We could go, if you went down from Enzo to Dewsbury Hall, we could upgrade one of the Spurs defenders to Porro. It sounds like a no. I'm not sure though.
I mean, that's just my. I don't know. I mean, do you think Poro's going to get a goal or an assist?
I think they have the best schedule ever, and he's
All
one
right,
of the
Phil, what do you think?
best attacking fullbacks there is.
This is your
running-
guys' show, so
No, we're running.
no.
We're running short on time. This is the last decision
you guys,
we have to make.
This is a
No.
educational moment for you guys. One of you guys needs to give or convince the other person, and I'm just the spectator.
Who do you want more, Pedro Porro or Enzo?
Damn.
Let's let Dave
Well, that's
decide.
I'm gonna complicate this
He's
because
in first right now, so he gets to
The
decide.
decision is Enzo or Pedro Porro in that scenario.
I definitely would want Pedro Porro on my team more
Over Enzo.
because we'd have two Chelsea assets, even though they're good. That's my only reasoning. And Everton does have a good matchup in game week 6 against West Ham.
I need water in the desert.
Look, I'm just play it out on the screen.
I'll give you your.
Yeah, you're
play
in
it out
first.
on
You
the
get to
screen.
you get
We don't have to
make
do it.
that decision.
What about you, Enzo or Porro? Who do you want on your team?
I'd probably rather Porro, but then I'd also rather Cullen than Drewsbury, but whatever.
I don't understand that one, but okay.
Because I like Cullen.
Yep,
That-
he has
that
the
own
worst
goal.
schedule imaginable.
All right, Drewsbury. There's the team. So front to back, where we'd be starting Vicario for the foreseeable future. Dubravka will come in, week 8? Was that the week?
No. Randomly, like we could throw him in if Tottenham.
Well, there was one specific
It would be week 8.
Week 8.
eight.
There was 1 week where we plan it to happen. Yeah, you can change whenever you feel. But backline, Spence, Anderson from Fulham to be specific, not Elliot Anderson. Gahey, Senese, Pedro Porro. In the midfield, Drewsbury Hall, Semenyo, Gakpo, Reinders, Bruno. Up in the front, Evanilson, Haaland, João Pedro, with the intent of if Isak is playing well in getting 90 minutes, either week 5 you can do this, week 6, whenever you see it. We have 4.1 million in the bank. You switch Evanilson out with one transfer. You bring Isak in. Now you have a front 3 that might be the best front 3 in for FPL this year.
And if Isak doesn't work out, come game week 8 or 9, Gyökeres has
Yes.
an incredible run of
point
games
is-
too, so you could always swap him into.
Point is, you have the option to swap Evanilson off for basically literally any forward that you want.
90 minutes, PK, great team.
Yeah,
Like-
and Evanilson might also be really good. So you
And maybe
could have
João
that
Pedro
happen
gets
as
hurt.
well. You could. Well, that'd be sad.
Yeah, but just throwing it out there.
Just throwing it out there.
All right, well,
Right. And
That's the team.
That is the team, and that is Fireside.
so I feel like this was a two-way session. The viewers learned what a great wild card is, and you guys learned how to come to a agreement. And I got to witness it all.
Listen,
It's pretty special. From my POV, it's very special.
I don't really know how to respond to that. So I have
We're
no
glad.
words.
We're both glad that you feel fulfilled by this episode.
I do.
Fulfilled.
Yeah, fulfilled.
Fulfilled. All right.
Anyway.
We're at time, so that was good. I like that. I think we had fun. Stay tuned. Next week we'll be back, just going back to player picks. We'll be doing a review, obviously, of Game Week 4. So stay tuned for that. Look out for a couple shorts on our Instagram and YouTube. We'll be putting this team out. So look for that coming this week. We're going to do our rankings every Thursday.
Yes.
And I'm going to release one of our teams on our Instagram Friday. Look out for that. If you want all the teams and you want to understand why we pick our teams, Patreon, you can go there. You can join us. You can join our live Discord. You can see our rankings there earlier. So all those things, if you're interested. If not, at least follow us on social media. We appreciate it. Find us anywhere you find podcasts. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe.
It's free.
It is free, and we really appreciate it, especially the comments. We really love getting comments from people. Yeah. And with that, see ya.
Fail.
Bye.